Today's TED Talk is about bones, raw meaty bones, which bones are best for which dogs, what bones should you feed, what bones should you avoid, bones. So, raw meaty bones are an excellent and integral part of a balanced raw diet, and there is nothing better for your dog's dental health long term than chewing raw meaty bones. So if you have a puppy, I definitely recommend starting from a very young age eating raw meaty bones, and then you set them up for a lifetime of eating raw meaty bones and having excellent dental health. So for puppies, I always recommend to start with poultry bones. They're nice and soft. So your chicken necks and chicken wings, chicken necks then chicken wings. If you have a really young pup that is learning to chew, you might want to hold the bones for them while they're chewing, and that can also help to, just for safety, to make sure that they don't try and swallow big chunks or do anything silly. There is a risk with eating bones, as there is a risk with anything. The main risk, I think, is choking hazard. So yeah, you can hold on to, for puppies or for dogs that are new to eating bones, if they're learning to chew, you can hold the bone for them whilst they learn. So for your puppy, you'll start with chicken necks, and then you'll move up to chicken wings. And as they get older and they get better at eating bones and learning, they can move up to other bigger poultry bones like duck necks and duck wings, and then even turkey necks and things like that. Always supervise with puppies or with any dog that's new to eating bones, because dogs can be really silly, like I said, and try to swallow big whole chunks, and they absolutely are a choking hazard. So I always say, know what kind of a bone eater your dog is, which you learn by, trial and error and supervising with those bones. And feed them appropriately. So for example, if you've got a bulldog that, like most bulldogs, just tries to inhale things and then chokes within an inch of their life, pick a really nice big bone, like a huge roux rib or something that they can't swallow down the hatch. They have to sit there and chew it, or take bones away when they get to a certain point and they're not suitable anymore. So puppies you want to supervise, or any dog new to eating bones you want to supervise until you're comfortable with what kind of bone eater they are. Lulu's really good with bones. I can leave her unsupervised with any bones, and I know she'll probably eat the entire thing. Having said that, she has chipped a tooth on a bone that was way too hard. So again, that is another risk with bones. There are some things to say, avoid weight-bearing bones like marrow bones and stuff like that. But again, I think it depends on your dog. Like Lulu loves a marrow bone and that stuff in the marrow bone, and marrow bones can be really good for them as well. So I don't think you should rule out any particular bone just based on that. I think it's dog specific. And keep in mind that they can chip teeth if they sort of go too hard. The weight-bearing bones are maybe not suitable for dogs that are going to go, real hard at a bone and potentially chip their tooth. Stick to softer bones like ribs and necks and things like that. And then really, if your dog is good at eating bones and there's no sort of restrictions there in terms of safety of choking hazard or chipping teeth on too hard bones, feed them a variety of bones, whatever you can get your hands on. Balance is achieved by variety, and they get lots of good different things from the way that they, mechanically and physically chew, like when they have to position the bone up the back of their mouth and they go like that, they're getting off all those back teeth. And when they have to do the ripping and the tearing motion, and they have to get their body into different positions, like to get right down, so they're trying to gnaw away at certain parts. So all that is physically good for them, as well as mechanically cleaning their teeth at the same time, and just the goodness of meaty bones, the actual nutrients in there as well. So raw meaty bones, yes. Having said that, know the risks and be aware of them, because there are risks, and some dogs are very silly with bones. And yeah, again, like all things that I say, it's choose your own adventure, and you choose the level of risk that you're comfortable with for your dog. And yeah, feed them raw meaty bones and their teeth will be perfect.